Hey guys, welcome back at Chala from Crafting Through the Chaos of Life. I am here to show you a secret project that I've been working on. I had to work on this off video because the person who I was making this for actually is a subscriber, and I wasn't sure if she would be watching and I didn't want to ruin the surprise. So here is a fun journal. She had asked me to give her a journal as she is taking a tarot reading course, and she's like, yeah, whatever you have on hand. And of course I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do that. I actually have to make her a personalized journal. And this big bad Mama Jam is the biggest one I've made to date. It is 4 signatures and it is just so gorgeous. I love how this turned out. Made out of a cracker box, as that is one of my favorite one of my favorite things to use for journal covers. I'm just measuring. This is a 3 1/4 inch spine, and it has 4 signatures. Look at this gorgeousness. I just love it. This front paper is from a paper pack from Michael's. It's Celestial something from Recollections, and this was like a little journal card that they had that I loved to make as a focal point. I'm using some of my awesome ribbons that I got from Taperology, I think that's how you say it. And so how I made this cover is it's just a cracker box. I used some brown paper, I crumpled it all up, I went over it with my Distress Oxide ink and Vintage Photo and just kind of grunged it up and used that to cover the box. And then I cut out panels of the paper to go over top of that, just kind of giving that vintage look. And then I went over everything with Mod Podge with the glossy finish. What is it? It's like the regular gloss Mod Podge. And it just gives it a gorgeous feel. I just love it. And I even love how you can kind of see the brush strokes in it in the light. I think that's kind of cool. It kind of gives it a fun texture as well, and just a really cool look. So let's get started in this amazing beauty. Again, I've added some metal corners to that. So just a simple tie on the side. And opening it up. So the kit that I actually used inside of here is the Vintage Tarot from Digital Attic Studio on Etsy. I created just a really simple library pocket with some cardstock. I did some stenciling. I have some German book page on here. And what I love on here is that if you look, where is it? Born Under a Lucky Star. I didn't even realize when I put this on here that that was on there in English, which I just think is so cool. I love it when things like that work out, when it's oops, sorry. I need to figure out how to turn the sound off. You don't need to hear all the emails that are coming in. But yeah, let's just hit mute. Can I hit mute? I don't even know if I can't. Oh, there it is, mute. Let's try that. Okay, so anyways, yeah, I just love it when things work out like that. You know, I wasn't even looking for anything that actually, you know, flowed with the journal, but there it was. Some stickers that I got, I think, from Temu that worked well. They're, I think, moon phases. And then we have our first signature. So I love this gorgeous, gorgeous image of this moon. Again, everything is very tarot themed for her. Oh, I should pull this out. This is just a little library card. There's several of these throughout, so she can switch them out if she doesn't want this one here. But, you know, another little journaling space. She can write, you know, that this is her book, her name in there, if she so chooses. I have my letter to the journal owner just clipped in here with this really cute star paper clip. These are actually, so this is just coffee dyed paper that I did. So this is from the kit. It has this gorgeous graph paper on it. Then this is just some coffee dyed paper. This is from the kit. That's from the kit as well. So they give you some blank pages as well. And yeah, just coffee dyed paper. So I've just kind of alternated these throughout. This is from one of the fussy cuts that it comes with. And I just added a floral sticker on here just to kind of brighten it up a bit. And then in the back, this is a journal card that comes with the kit. And then I got these eons ago at the good old thrift store. These are archetype cards. And I just thought they would be cool to include, you know, one in here. So that's tucked in there with this fun card. More coffee dyed paper, like you can just see how thick this is. So the papers that I used actually, you know when your printer, I'm going to see if I can grab them. You know when your printer goes crazy and it starts printing all of that gobbledygook stuff. And I'm just going to see if my thing will reach. So yeah, like it starts printing weird wingdings, and so you can see here, this is just like a weird thing that it printed, and here's some more gobbledygook. So when my printer at work does this, I save the papers, because normally we would just have to throw them in the recycling, right? Well, not me. I'm like, no, they're still usable. I mean, it's just, I mean, obviously we can't file court documents on them or anything like that. So I take them home and I coffee dye them, and then I use them in my projects. And then I just put, you know, something over top of it to hide that. Sometimes I leave it because I think it's cool. But so here I've just have some washi tapes, more of that digital. Okay, this paper, I want to talk about this paper, and I'm going to link it down below because I absolutely love it. I'm going to pull it out. It's from Amazon. And I bought two different papers from Amazon. So one is what I printed my letter to the journal owner letter on. It's kind of this vintagey look paper. So I'll show you that first. Let's put this on there. So I'll link both of these. So this is a 48 pack of antique vintage stationery, so you can use it for certificates and stuff, but it just has that old look to it. But it has also a feel like it's smooth, but it's also got a different smooth texture to it. But I don't know, I really love it. I think it's cool. So I'll link to that. And then here is some of my coffee dyed papers that you can see has those little wingding stuff on it. But this paper is gorgeous. And so this is it. And it measures differently than our standard papers. So this is about, I want to say about 8.5 by 12 inches. And it is thick. It's the texture of like homemade paper or handmade paper. It's gorgeous in color. It's a little bit darker than what it's kind of showing up right now. But it's got these gorgeous aged, oh gosh, look at these kind of aged edges to them. They kind of look a little bit burnt. I don't know if you can see that. My camera will focus, I don't know. But yeah, I just love the feeling of this. It's thick. You can see the, you know, the woven, the wovenness of it. I don't know what the texture anyways through the fibers. And it is just so cool. I love it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to link to that down below as well. Because I think it's great to add to journals. I just love the thickness of it, and yeah, who doesn't love pretty paper, right? So I have some of that in there. I did tear it down so that it would fit in. Here I just have a really fun little piece that I printed off of Pinterest. It kind of talks about the chakras, all sorts of stuff. It's just kind of like a fun little unique piece to look at. I thought she's into you know, chakras, tarot, moon signs, astrology, all of that. So I think this is right up her alley, and I think she would find it a fun piece. And then she can journal on the back of it as well if she wants. Here I had some, this is just some of the papers. I printed out an extra piece, so I used these papers that come with it for the inside papers, and then you can kind of see that brown paper bag type thing that I used here. And I just used that to cover some of those gobbledygook printing that we had. Lots of, so I printed out many of these kind of blank papers as well, just so that she had lots of room to write. This is also one of them. That is really cool. Again, I just added some washi tape over here where there was some of that weird printing. More of this paper. Oh gosh, I love that. So this is a very neutral journal, and journal, is that how we say it now, Chala? Journal, neutral journal. And I just, I wanted to keep it really simple because she's going to be writing her notes and stuff in here, but I did want to add a few little kind of things for her to discover. So here we have, I did some stitching around this. It's just a postcard that they had from the Fussy Cuts. I added some of the fussy cut pieces, so like journal cards and tags in there. And then this is from the paper pack from the Recollections. I just thought it was fun to add that in there as well, just to add pops of color here and there, just to try and bring in the kind of little bit of pink from the outside cover in. This is the back of the first signature, and then the start of the second. Oh, I just love these. And again, it's just, you know, pretty much more of the same thing. Coffee dyed papers, those kind of writing style pages all throughout. So I'm just going to kind of continue to flip. I think there is like 28 pages per signature. There's 4 signatures. Like it's big. It's big, you guys. This is just a pocket. I added one of these stickers that I got from, I think, Temu. And it's an entire, I think, tarot kind of deck with cats. I thought it was fun, and she has a cat, so I thought it was fun to put that in there. Ace of Pentacles, more of these little tags, just adding some fibers on there. Again, how gorgeous is that? So yeah, this is just kind of like a triple 1, 2, 3, and if I could have made it another pocket back here, but I glued it down completely. Instead of having 4 pockets, we've got 3. So that's kind of fun to come across. More of this gorgeous kind of almost handmade paper. The middle of the second signature, look at that. Just, oh, so much fun. So I have just 2 pockets per signature. This one is a fun little flip out, because who doesn't like a little interactive piece? Added some more of the Fussy Cuts to the pocket. This is a pocket I had pre-made just with some ledger paper. That's not from the kit. It's just I had it on hand and decorated it for this particular journal. There's some tickets in here. So I made this little piece, a little pocket on its own. And then a journal card. And that is in the little pocket itself. If I can get it to go back in now. There we go. And then yeah, it just flips out, and then I have another little fun piece here, and I covered the hinge just with some washi tape as well, because I think there was some, no, this was not gobbledygook. This is actually a digital page. So yeah, just kind of moving along. More washi tape to cover some of those wingdings. I'm just going to call them wingdings. So yeah, just super simple. Again, another little kind of embellishment piece. She wants this to really write in, and I couldn't resist putting in a few pockets, just of course because. So here we are, 3rd signature, you guys. Look at this. Ugh. Just flipping through quickly. I love the coffee dyed papers too. Those are fun. They didn't turn out as dark as they usually do. They're almost tea stained in color or texture as opposed to coffee stained, which is okay because that works well with this. Here's another pocket. I think we made one of these together. This was from Roxy's Weekly Challenge pocket. Again, just adding pieces of Fussy Cuts. Some more of these gorgeous journal cards that tuck in there. If I can get it to go back in there. Isn't this always the way it is when you're on camera? Nothing Nothing works. Let's take these tags out first. Okay, there, now I can see the little thumb notch there, and then hopefully get this in. Actually, I want to glue that a little better. I did glue this on some cardstock, so I think, yeah, it's just coming up a little bit. We'll just fix that while we're here. Okay. Tuck that back in, tuck this in, and then these two little tags, and this I just added a little fiber with a staple. Again, she can write on the back. Another piece of washi. This was the end of the roll, but I like how it is, you can kind of see the dark paper underneath. It's kind of a little interest piece. Middle of the third signature. Man, this is only the third. We got one more to go after this, you guys. So yeah, I mean, I know they're pretty blank and neutral pages, but I just wanted you to see the whole thing. I had some strips, of course, left over from that handmade paper that I ripped off, and I just, actually my daughter stamped some phrases on here. And this one says, "I see you, you matters," and then I added some fibers underneath. Just some scrapbook paper underneath, and then fussy cut from the digital. We have more of the pieces from the digital, some tags, another one of those library cards, another journaling card. How gorgeous. Oh, just love it. And this is a pocket I already had in my stash. I just decorated it for this particular journal. And then this is just a postcard that I had in my stash that I thought would be fun to kind of throw in there for a little bit of interest. And then this is the end of the third signature. We're on to the last, the chariot. Just stapled one of the tickets on there. There's nothing wrong with this page. I just did it for some interest and fun. Usually I add clusters and what have you. And then here's, this was actually a journaling card, but I made it into a pocket. And then we have some more tags. Like, look at this. How is that not just so gorgeous? Another library card, and then another journaling card from the paper pack that I was using from Recollections. Just kind of fun. Again, trying to bring in the papers from the outside, just tie it in a little bit on the inside. Lots and lots and lots of pages to write on. This is the middle signature. Oh, I love that. I have a few little wingdings up here. I didn't bother covering it though. Yeah, I think it's fine. And then, yeah, lots. I just love that graph paper too that they did. And then here I did a belly band with some of that leftover piece. And then there's a large journaling card. Gorgeous. And then I have just some coffee dyed paper. And then I just did some stenciling on it just to give it a bit of interest. So that's something that she can write on. And because this would fit in there just fine, but sometimes it's nice to add just an extra piece of paper underneath just to kind of tighten that up so it doesn't slide in and out too easily. And it's also just an extra space for someone to write as well. Another one of those little stickers from that tarot thing, covering some wingdings, 7 of Cups, so cute. Love the little kitty cats. And then here I have this lawn fawn stamp. It's a little kitty cat with a crystal ball. I see great things ahead. I just thought that would be fun to kind of put in there as a little surprise. And then in the back here, so that's the end of all the signatures. This is the back inside cover. This is done as a hidden spine, so you don't see the strings on the outside, which I was kind of worried about how that would hold up because it being 4 signatures, it's very heavy, but it seems to be doing well. In here, this is just an envelope, and inside I tucked in some more of the fussy cuts that came with the kit, some more journal cards, and just some fun pieces of paper that she can play with as well, to add if she so chooses. and wants to use it. And then I have a whole bunch of little stickers that are kind of tarot themed. I've got the tower in there, some more of those cat stickers. And then I added this because I think this is so my friend. Part of her mystery is how she is calm in the storm and anxious in the quiet. This is one of my favorite quotes. I have it in art piece that I have hanging up in my room here. Another one of those little stickers. So yeah, just some fun little things for her to play with and add to the journal if she so chooses. So that is my tarot journal that I've been working on secretly. So I'm sorry I didn't take you along for the ride, but as you can see, there wasn't a ton of embellishing done in this journal because it's, you know, she's using it strictly, I guess not strictly, but she's using it to write notes for her tarot course that she's doing. So I just thought the more room to write, the better, with a few little fun things in there. I did sign the journal in there, so I put that, make sure that's in there. If you are making journals, make sure you sign your work. But that is my fun little tarot journal. Again, that digital came from Digital Attic Studio called Vintage Tarot. I will link it down below. So I hope you guys enjoyed the flip through of this journal. I'm sorry again that I didn't take you along for the ride, but stay tuned. Many more journals to come that we will go through all together. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And P.S. I love you.